Hey, what's up, everybody? Cowboy starting a little bit late today. I guess there's an issue with Apple alarms, and this happened to me once before. I was warned that there was an issue, and it ended up that I was like, it'll be fine. And like 3 or 4 weeks later, after this happening once, it happened again. So, what are you gonna do? Guess I have to get a backup alarm. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so let me go ahead, jump right into the show here. Let's see. Make sure we know what's going on. Share the screen. Yeah, buddy. If you want to know about Algo Factory, just click or zap. Go to the website algofactory.tech. Zap QR code top right hand side of the screen, and that'll take you over to our website. Find out what we do. We help people become traders, and then of course we have this quick little snippet version of what we do every day for about an hour, where we go over the markets. We talk about it. People have questions about charts, what they think is going to happen. They ask what they think is going to happen. They say what they think is going to happen. And of course, I will do my own charting so that people can gather whatever data I have to offer for to find out where price is going, because we can find out where price is going to go when you can make a sort of a prediction, and that prediction is correct, then you can make money in the markets. It's actually pretty simple. It's what it's all about, right? So good morning, Atlas Crypto. Thank you for the shout out. Looks like Bitcoin bounced off of some liquidity. There's a bit of a wick down. I'm going to go to a lower time frame, but on this time frame, you can see Bitcoin actually went ahead and bounced off of this liquidity right here. There's just an older consolidation from back in roughly mid-July. That's, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and a week or two ago. So let me zoom this screen in so everybody can see it. Give me a second. You can see the numbers and stuff. Make it a little easier for everybody. All right. And then I will go ahead and draw a box around the consolidation there. I mean, it's already there. It's a kill zone, but there's a lot of price action kind of between here and here in this area, and price bounced right off of the bottom of that. So there was this structure where price had pivoted several times back in that same era that I was just talking about maybe a week and a half ago right here, and price pivoted right off of that. So it was creating a multi-day consolidation, broke to the downside, but it kind of faked out and ended up back in this consolidation, right? And there was some liquidity here, this yellow box that I drew, and those liquidity areas, that's where price can go, right? Now we redo those, even not just every day, but every few hours, those change, right? Because that liquidity is gathered off of the futures exchanges. So those data are basically based on people's liquidation points, where they're in trades, and they if their trades go to that area, their trades liquidate. And that's actually a very that's a profitable thing for the market makers. If they can push price down to that area, then they make a lot of money. And we'll find that if price is already headed towards that direction, that is often where price goes, and it is not a coincidence, right? So there's a lot of people who make a lot of money by simply looking at that liquidity data and using that as targets. And so what I do is I put that data on the screen. It's taking a moment to collate here. Looks like Kingfisher is a little busy, but I take that data off the screen here, and I go ahead and transpose it to the chart so we can have an idea of where price might go. But it's taking its sweet time right now, so we'll have to come back to it. There it is. Interesting. Very little data to the downside. Okay, this is all okay. I want medium. No, this is an interesting liquidity chart. It's saying this is it's like it's reading like it's a high leverage liquidity here. I'm going to redo this. Okay, that's better. So it looks like most liquidity is downside. You have some at 64,400 and 65,100. So 64.4 and 65.1. We'll put some lines there. So here's 64.4 roughly, and then 65.1 roughly. So there's liquidity at these two areas. In order for price to go there, though, there needs to be momentum downwards, and there just isn't. Price right now, at least based on the price action, seems to want to go up. We'll put another line here at about 60,000 and about 57,000. We'll just have that up on the chart for posterity. Don't think it's going to be going there, but it could. So not much to the upside, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be there. If price wants to go up, price is going to go up. It doesn't matter where this liquidation is. But if price wants to go down, these are the areas to which it is most likely to go. So we want to go ahead and have those ready to go in the case that that's going to be the case. But I can tell you, I've already looked at the algos just when we started this up. I literally turned the computer on and started the show. So I'm coming at you pretty raw here, or cold, I should say. But you can see here that on the algos, through those of you who know what you're looking at there that are in Algo Factory, the price is going to want to go up, at least in the near term. Let me see what is happening. That was on the daily. Very bullish on the weekly. So we might be seeing the beginning of the real turnaround here. And again, it very well could reject once again off of 72,000. Price might go up to 72, reject to the downside. And I think there are going to be a lot of traders who will short that because look what's happened every time so far. Remember, we're in a consolidation. Price is in a very well-established range. So a good chance if price heads up to 72,000, it'll reject once again. There are those who think that we're not going to see price break the all-time high until the fall time, right? Until after August. I don't have any such hard, fast rules. It's possible and it's not possible. So the way I would play it, one thing about Bitcoin is it tends to punish the shorts over time, but the shorts have been well rewarded going back to March. So, it is what it is. It might not be there. Look, it's okay to lose a trade. Like the probability here, once it touches the top here, is that it is going to go down. That's the probability. Now I'm going to take a look at the algos. If the algos are very strong, I might avoid that short. But if the algos look like they looked the rest of these other shorts, then I might take that short, right? We'll see how that goes. If it breaks above, then I'll go ahead and take the long, and I'll expect that the all-time high is going to be broken, right? Very possible. For the moment, price is bullish, right? So price is in a range right now, a little mini range. So if we go down to say like the 3 hour, we'll have a very good look at what that is. Okay. So price had more or less been ranging. It might have even been more appropriate to map the range like this, to be honest, because price did kind of bounce off this area a number of times and tried to break out below. But there's also this range because price went ahead and created a couple of lows here. So it's a little subjective in that sense. But that being the case, either way, price is back up in this area. And there's a lot of liquidity on which it can feed up in this area. So we're going to see what price does. If it can break above 68,300, then the bulls are back in. There are a lot of people who saw this happen and were saying, oh, it's going to go to 44,000. And like, okay, that's possible. I'm not going to take that away from anybody. But at the moment, the weekly is still bullish. I do not expect to see a big move down like that. So that is what that is. Right? We're going to see what it does. If it rejects at 68,200, then we're going to see the price head down. That's just what that is. Now, it would head down, and then we'll see how it behaves around 65,700, or maybe even 66,300 at the midpoint of the main range, this big giant range. We'll see how it behaves right there as well. So let me see how long this. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes in, so that means we are at the end of the live lab. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over to the private live lab. Apologies for the late start today. Again, I don't know what's going on with Apple, but I'm just going to have a backup alarm, which really, really sucks. It would be nice to, it doesn't really suck, but it'd be nice to rely on my alarm. Come on, Apple, get it together. It's like one of the most simple functions is a freaking alarm on your phone. It seems to me if the headphones are plugged in, then that's that might be why. So if you're using your iPhone as an alarm, understand then understand there might be a problem there. You might not be able to rely on it, especially if your headphones are plugged in, because that's what's happened the last 2 times is the headphones were plugged into the phone. I don't know if that's why, but that is what it is. So algofactory.tech, come on over, check us out. We will help you become a trader. We'll help you build a trading method. And we will help you if you want to create a trading algorithm that can trade while you're not at the computer. We can help you get on that path as well. Don't forget algofactory.tech.
Join us or die.